Imagine a flash of movement in the dense undergrowth, a rustle of ferns, and then a tiny shadow darting across a sun-dappled clearing. No thunderous footsteps, no earth-shaking roars, just the swift, almost imperceptible grace of a creature no bigger than a chicken, yet armed with the predatory instincts of a much larger beast. What kind of dinosaur could be so diminutive, yet so perfectly adapted for survival in a world of colossal giants? Welcome to the late Jurassic period, roughly 150 million years ago, a time when the Earth's continents were gradually shifting, forming vast shallow seas and lagoons, particularly in what is now modern-day Europe. The climate was warm and relatively stable, fostering lush coastal environments, dense conifer forests, and vibrant algal mats in the shallow waters. Today, we journey back to this ancient, sun-drenched world to encounter one of its most remarkable and often overlooked inhabitants, the Compsognathus, a miniature marvel whose existence challenges our perceptions of dinosaurian scale and predatory prowess. Its name, meaning elegant jaw, perfectly captures its delicate yet efficient build. Compsognathus was a truly unique theropod, standing in stark contrast to its massive cousins like Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus. But how did this agile, tiny hunter survive and thrive amidst the towering shadows of the Jurassic, carving out its own niche in a landscape teeming with both behemoths and smaller prey? What secrets does its surprisingly well-preserved fossil record reveal about the lives of the smallest dinosaurs? Let's dive into the story of this Jurassic jewel, piecing together its life from the exquisitely detailed remains unearthed by scientists and the captivating reconstructions that bring its ancient world vividly to life. Appearance and behavior. The Compsognathus was a testament to evolutionary efficiency, a pocket-sized predator perfectly honed for its environment. Adults were remarkably small, typically measuring about 3 feet, 1 meter, in length from snout to tail tip, and standing less than 1 foot, 30 centimeters, tall at the head, weighing in at a mere 6 to 8 pounds, around 3 kilograms. It was comparable in size and weight to a modern-day domestic chicken or a large rooster, yet far more formidable. Its most defining features included its long, slender neck, a small, pointed head with dozens of tiny, needle-sharp teeth perfectly designed for gripping small, slippery prey. Its body was lithe and agile, supported by long, powerful hind legs adapted for rapid bursts of speed, allowing it to dart through undergrowth or over rocky terrain. Its 3-fingered hands were tipped with sharp claws, ideal for snatching and securing its meals. The tail, disproportionately long and thin, likely acted as a dynamic counterbalance, allowing for quick turns and maintaining stability during high-speed chases. Unlike many of the larger theropods, fossil evidence strongly suggests that Compsognathus was covered in fine scales, likely with a smooth, almost reptilian texture. While direct fossil evidence of feathers is absent for Compsognathus itself, its close relatives, such as Sinosauropteryx, found in China's early Cretaceous deposits, were found with primitive feathery filaments. This has led many paleontologists to speculate that Compsognathus might have also possessed a similar covering, possibly offering insulation or a subtle, downy texture. Its coloration would have likely been cryptic, a mix of muted greens, browns, and grays, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the dappled light and shadows of its environment, much like a modern chameleon or lizard. Behaviorally, Compsognathus was a carnivore, a nimble and opportunistic hunter. Its small size meant it targeted small prey. Fossil evidence famously includes lizards, specifically Boverasaurus species, found within the stomach cavities of Compsognathus specimens. This direct evidence confirms its diet, highlighting its role as a specialized hunter of agile, fast-moving small vertebrates. It likely employed a pursuit-predation strategy, using its speed and agility to run down its victims, rather than relying on ambush or brute force. Dr. Oliver Rauhut, a paleontologist and expert on early theropods at the Bavarian State Collection for Paleontology and Geology, emphasizes their hunting prowess. Despite its size, Compsognathus was a remarkably effective predator. Its delicate teeth were perfect for snagging small lizards and insects, suggesting a highly specialized feeding strategy. They might have also supplemented their diet with insects, small amphibians, or even carrion. They were likely solitary hunters, or perhaps sometimes operated in small, loose groups, especially when scavenging. Their intelligence, while modest, would have been sufficient for complex hunting strategies, navigation through dense vegetation, and recognizing potential threats. Imagine a Compsognathus stealthily weaving its way through a thicket of ferns, its keen eyes scanning for the slightest movement, its body tensed and ready to spring into action. The incredibly well-preserved fossils of Compsognathus originate primarily from the Solnhofen limestone formation in Bavaria, Germany, and the Canjours Lagerstätte in France. These regions, 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic, were a remarkable mosaic of shallow, warm, oxygen-depleted lagoons, bordered by low-lying islands, coastal plains, and dense forests. The unique geological conditions of these lagoons, combined with the lack of oxygen at the bottom, allowed for the exquisite preservation of delicate creatures, including soft tissues and stomach contents, providing an unparalleled window into the ancient ecosystem. The terrestrial environments around these lagoons were characterized by conifer forests, particularly Araucaria and cycads, creating a dense canopy. The undergrowth would have been rich with ferns, horsetails, and mosses, offering ample cover for small animals. The shallow waters of the lagoons themselves teemed with marine life, but Compsognathus was primarily a land dweller, venturing to the shores for food and water. Despite its serene appearance, this coastal paradise harbored its own dangers. While Compsognathus was a predator, it was also prey. Larger theropods, such as the Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus, roamed the wider landscape, though they would have targeted much larger prey. However, smaller, more agile predators like megalosauroids or even opportunistic pterosaurs could have posed a threat, especially to young or unwary Compsognathus. Competition for food for Compsognathus would have come from other small carnivores or insectivores. However, its specialized diet of fast-moving lizards likely minimized direct competition with other dinosaur species. Instead, its challenge was simply catching its nimble meals. The presence of ancient limestone quarries today reveals fossilized lagoons where Compsognathus lived and hunted. These lagoons were periodically cut off from the main sea, leading to anoxic conditions that preserved delicate organisms almost perfectly, including fish, insects, pterosaurs, and even the iconic early bird, Archaeopteryx, which shared the same ecosystem as Compsognathus. This unique preservation allows us to reconstruct their shared environment with remarkable detail. Life in the Solnhofen lagoons was a delicate balance, and Compsognathus, despite its size, was an integral part of this intricate food web. As a specialist predator of small, agile prey like lizards, it played a crucial role in controlling populations of these creatures. Fossil evidence provides a direct window into its dietary interactions. The discovery of a complete skeleton of the lizard Bavarisaurus within the gut of one Compsognathus specimen, found in Germany, is a paleontological treasure. It directly confirms the predatory relationship between these two species. Imagine the scene. A small Bavarisaurus, approximately 15 centimeters long, with delicate scales and nimble legs, darts across a sun-baked rock near the lagoon's edge. Suddenly, a blur of movement, and a Compsognathus, its muted brown and green scales perfectly camouflaged against the dappled light, lunges forward. Its needle-sharp teeth clamp down, securing the struggling lizard before it can escape into the crevices of the limestone. The struggle is brief, a testament to the Compsognathus's efficiency as a hunter. While direct evidence of its interactions with larger dinosaurs is scarce, we can infer some relationships. Compsognathus would have been an easy meal for any larger theropod that could catch it, so vigilance would have been paramount. They likely relied on their small size, speed, and ability to hide in dense undergrowth to avoid becoming prey themselves. Conversely, Compsognathus likely avoided direct competition with larger theropods for food, as their preferred prey size differed significantly. This allowed them to coexist within the same broader ecosystem. The presence of Archaeopteryx in the same beds suggests a shared environment, possibly even a shared hunting ground for small, fast-moving creatures like insects and lizards. Perhaps Compsognathus and Archaeopteryx were ancient ecological rivals, each perfectly adapted to snatch similar prey from the same Jurassic lagoons. Dr. John Ostrom, the Yale paleontologist who famously re-examined the Compsognathus specimens in the 1970s, was particularly struck by the stomach contents. The lizard in the stomach was a pivotal discovery. It didn't just tell us what Compsognathus ate, it told us about its lifestyle, an active, agile pursuit predator. This direct evidence is incredibly rare in the fossil record, making Compsognathus a celebrity among paleontologists for its unique insights. The story of Compsognathus is intimately tied to the Solnhofen limestone, a site famous for its exquisite preservation. The first nearly complete Compsognathus skeleton was discovered in 1859 by physician and fossil collector Joseph Oberndorfer in a limestone quarry near Kelheim, Germany. This specimen, now housed at the Bavarian State Collection for Paleontology and Geology in Munich, was described by Johann Andreas Wagner in 1861. A second, even more complete specimen, slightly smaller, was found in the 1970s in France, and it was this specimen that contained the invaluable lizard remains in its stomach, providing direct evidence of its diet. Early paleontological interpretations of Compsognathus focused on its small size and general theropod characteristics. For many years, it was considered the smallest known dinosaur. However, as more dinosaur species were discovered, especially the feathered dinosaurs from China in the late 20th century, this title was often challenged and eventually surpassed by even tinier forms. A pivotal moment in Compsognathus research came in the 1970s with John Ostrom's detailed re-examination of a German specimen. Ostrom, renowned for his work on Deinonychus and his advocacy for the bird-dinosaur link, meticulously studied the Compsognathus fossils. His work not only confirmed its predatory diet but also highlighted its agile, bird-like skeletal structure, further solidifying the growing scientific consensus that birds evolved from small, predatory dinosaurs like Compsognathus. This reevaluation was crucial in shifting the public perception of dinosaurs from sluggish reptiles to dynamic, active creatures. Modern paleontological techniques have continued to refine our understanding. While no direct evidence of feathers has been found on Compsognathus specimens themselves, the discovery of filamentous integument, primitive feathers, on related Compsognathids like Sinosauropteryx from the early Cretaceous of China has led many scientists to infer that Compsognathus might have also possessed a similar covering. This concept is now widely accepted and frequently incorporated into scientific reconstructions. Computed tomography, CT, scans have allowed researchers to create detailed 3D models of Compsognathus skulls and skeletons, revealing fine anatomical details without damaging the precious fossils. This has helped clarify muscle attachments, joint movements, and even potential sensory capabilities. Biomechanics studies have analyzed its limb proportions and skeletal structure to estimate its speed and agility, confirming its capability for rapid movement. The study of the taphonomy of the Solnhofen limestone, how organisms become fossilized, has also deepened our appreciation for the exceptional preservation of Compsognathus and its ecosystem. The rapid burial in anoxic conditions minimized scavenging and decomposition, allowing for such incredible detail. This continuous research, often published in journals like Nature, Science, and the Journal of Vertebrate Paleontology, ensures that Compsognathus remains a key figure in our understanding of Mesozoic life. Despite its remarkable fossil record, Compsognathus still holds tantalizing secrets, inviting future paleontologists to continue the quest for knowledge. One of the most persistent questions revolves around its integumentary covering. While related species show feathers, direct evidence for Compsognathus remains elusive. Could new, exquisitely preserved specimens from similar Lagerstätte deposits someday reveal direct evidence of its feathers or other skin structures? The possibility of discovering fossilized skin impressions that definitively show or refute feathers on Compsognathus would be a monumental find. The precise details of its social behavior are also speculative. Was it truly a solitary hunter, or did it occasionally hunt in small, coordinated groups, perhaps to tackle slightly larger prey? Trackway evidence from other small theropods could offer clues, but clear Compsognathus group trackways are yet to be found. Furthermore, its reproductive biology remains largely unknown. Did it lay eggs and nests on the ground, perhaps camouflaging them, or were there more elaborate nesting behaviors? Discoveries of fossilized eggs or even nests associated with Compsognathus could provide invaluable insights. Emerging technologies offer exciting avenues for future research. Paleoproteomics, the study of ancient proteins, might one day extract molecular data from Compsognathus bones, potentially revealing details about its metabolic rate, internal physiology, or even subtle aspects of its coloration. Advanced microscopy techniques could further analyze the tooth enamel, potentially revealing daily growth rings or more detailed dietary information. The application of AI-driven machine learning algorithms to vast datasets of fossil morphology could help create more accurate biomechanical models, simulating its gait, speed, and hunting movements with even greater precision. And, of course, the continued exploration of new fossil sites, particularly those with exceptional preservation potential similar to Solnhofen, could yield completely new, paradigm-shifting discoveries. Imagine unearthing a Compsognathus specimen with completely intact soft tissue or preserved coloration, a discovery that would truly rewrite its story. The story of Compsognathus is a powerful reminder that not all dinosaurs were colossal giants. This elegant jaw was a master of its own, smaller domain, an agile and efficient predator perfectly adapted to the unique coastal lagoons of the late Jurassic. Its existence highlights the incredible diversity of life during the Mesozoic era, showcasing how evolution sculpted creatures for every conceivable niche, from the towering sauropods to the swift, chicken-sized hunters. Remember that flash of movement, the tiny shadow darting through the ferns? Compsognathus was a testament to the principle that size isn't everything when it comes to survival. Its delicate frame, needle-sharp teeth, and incredible speed allowed it to thrive in a world dominated by behemoths, securing its place as a significant predator of small vertebrates. The enduring appeal of Compsognathus has resonated deeply in popular culture, perhaps most notably in the Jurassic Park franchise, where its portrayal, though somewhat exaggerated in aggression and numbers, cemented its image as a fast, dangerous, and cunning small dinosaur. Its iconic status in both scientific and popular realms underscores its importance in shaping our understanding of dinosaur biology and behavior. The ongoing scientific quest to understand Compsognathus continues to unveil new layers of complexity about its life, its environment, and its place in the grand tapestry of dinosaur evolution. Each new fossil, each advanced analytical technique, brings us closer to truly comprehending this remarkable creature, allowing us to not just visualize, but perhaps even feel the quick, vibrant pulse of life from a world long gone. Final thoughts and call to action. From its deceptively small size to its role as a specialized lizard hunter, Compsognathus stands as a unique and fascinating example of dinosaurian adaptation. Its exquisitely preserved fossils, primarily from the Solnhofen limestone, have provided unparalleled insights into the lives of tiny theropods, showing us that even the smallest dinosaurs were complex and successful inhabitants of their ecosystems. Consider the sheer perfection of its design for its niche, a testament to the relentless refinement of natural selection. What other miniature marvels lie hidden in the fossil record, waiting to reveal their equally compelling stories? Share this video if you were captivated by the incredible story of Compsognathus, the agile hunter of the Jurassic Lagoons. Let's keep the journey of discovery alive and invite others to marvel at the wonders of prehistory.